Hi, my name is Margaret Johnson. I'm a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I'm going to share with you what I consider Stampin' Up! Basics 101. Sometimes when we're stamping we forget that some people are beginners and don't necessarily know how to use things or best ways to store things or keep track of things. So today I'm going to share with you what I do with my sponges. This works for me. It may not work for everyone, but I find this very helpful. So when you buy the Stampin' Up! Sponges, they come in a package of 3 round discs. But you obviously don't want to use just one disc for one color. So what I do is I take a disc out and I break it down. I just break it down as I need a piece. So what I do is I just use scissors to cut into it. Usually go to about center, and then I cut a piece off. So going this route, you'll get about 8 pieces of sponge out of your full round sponge. The next step that I take is I create a label for it, because every sponge that I use I want to have designated for a specific color. So we're going to make this a Cajun Craze sponge. We're actually going to attach this to one I already have that I haven't attached my label to. So just take the Cajun Craze cardstock that you have, your matching cardstock color. Now this is a retired Stampin' Up! Punch, but you can use just about anything. You can use a circle punch, you can use a framelit if you need to, but just create a label for it. And I like to use this one. And what I do is I fold it in half, and of course you want to have the name on it so you don't forget, because sometimes I look at colors and they're very similar, like Soft Sky and Pool Party, so if you just do a quick glance you don't know what it is. So I just write on it what the name is. So this is Cajun Craze. The next step that I do is I just pop that over the top. As I mentioned, I already had one without the label. And grab a stapler, and you're just going to put that stapler over the top, staple it on, right? Now, 2 things. You've got your color, you know exactly what it is right away, because you can't always tell by looking at this. Some colors, when you ink them up, they don't look anything like the actual color that they are. So we know by the cardstock color what kind of color it is. Reading the label, we know exactly what color it is. And the final step that I take is I buy these little bags at the dollar store. They're probably meant for jewelry and things like that, but I find that these are perfect for storing my little quarter pieces of sponge. Why I do this is so that when I store it in my box together, they're not contaminating, especially if one's wet from just being used. It's not contaminating the next sponge beside it. So I keep a box and I keep them all in baggies. And yeah, it takes up a little bit of extra room, but I can shove quite a few in here as long as there's not a lot of air in them. And then I can just throw them all out, find the color I need, and throw them all back in. So that's my quick little tip on cutting your sponges and storing them so that you know what they are and you keep them from contaminating each other. I hope you find this tip helpful. Thanks so much and have a great day.